well-known marketer posted it on their Facebook page, and it really got me thinking, so I wanted to share it with other people. And that was at a seminar of about 500 people. The speaker got everyone in the room with their name on a balloon, and they said, go and find your balloon and you've got 5 minutes. And everyone ran around frantically and no one could find their balloon. But when he changed the instruction and said, okay, you got 5 minutes, go and find someone else's balloon and give it to them, everyone ended up with their balloon. And so I thought that was a really cool example of people working together and what a difference it can make when we all try to help each other. And his key in that message was that our happiness lies in the happiness of other people, which, when you're helping other people, the satisfaction in that is so rewarding that I think that's quite significant. So part of my passion in using the local smile system to help people in social media is that it does get people to work together online. And part of their passion is about connecting business and community. And they do that by telling stories. So creating simple content online and finding ways to share it easily in groups of people. So I've heard it mentioned that the money needs to change hands 12 times in a group, like whether it's a community group or a group of business people. There actually needs to be pay someone for something locally, and that person goes and purchases something else locally, and it goes around 12 times as a model for creating sustainable economies. So, yeah, it's good to think about in how we base our own spending habits. And also being able to pay a sustainable price. So realising that, you need to pay for something that you value in your community to not only get what you need, but help people that are around you, which then turns around and helps you as well. And actually contributing and engaging and, creating useful content in your community helps brand you and your business or your cause, and it also helps connect you with the real people that are sitting in social media sites, viewing your content. And then also being aware of who needs help, like if you see someone struggling and you know that you can help them, just taking that extra step out of your way to do that. So what is Local Smile? Well, people get a website and then they start marketing their website through all different strategies, trying to create leads. So Local Smile is a marketing platform that allows you a clever way to create your presence and connect it with the community and your referral partners. So just like when you're in a room with someone helping them to understand what you do, Local Smile does that when you're not there. So you're not selling, Local Smile is just introducing you. And people spend a lot of money doing that well. And what I've found is that the Local Smile system is simple and cost effective. And as opposed to, going out, with a selling focus online and trying to tell people, what you want them to buy, if clients can understand what you're about and can see, if you're generating a lot of activity and that's building trust with them and you're creating stories that they're interested in, well, then that can create momentum for you. And we have got successful SEO consultants who are now putting their clients onto Local Smile because they realise how effective it can be for them. Traditionally people are paying thousands of dollars a month on SEO. So we have someone on Local Smile at the moment who's had their record 3 months in sales, 3 months running, and they're in the radio industry, and they attribute that success to Local Smile. And we'll have another great example of an accountant who, over a few month period, got $80,000 in sales. He had a good content strategy, basically used all the avenues available. So he used his social media, he used his email database, he connected everything together, but Local Smile was the core foundation in that, and he was able to generate that amount of inquiries. So we love to help people share their story online in a way that generates interest for their business or community group. And some of the key things we can help you do within this system are get more referrals, be found in Google, share content easily in social media and drive traffic to your website, build your database, help you to network with people online and cross-promote, create news about your local area with stories about local people, business and community groups, post local events and create special offers for people in your local community. So I like reading books from other marketers and finding out what their strategies are. But what I love even more than that is when they say something and I realize that I'm already doing that and showing clients how to do that. So these were a couple of ideas from a book that I'm reading by a marketer that talks about what he calls a mail swap. And so this is when two companies, or more, it can be more than two companies, but in this case, two companies have databases and they realize that there's actually benefit in sharing each other's content. So basically, they create an offer or they create, a piece of content that solves a problem for potential customers, and they each send it to each other's email list. And so what can happen is that people that are on your list that haven't responded to anything can suddenly become interested in the new offer you have. And, people that have said, there's no one responding on this list, they've actually seen cases as a common event where, there's 15,000 or more worth of business in that list still. And one of the good things that I realised when reading that is that the local Smile system has a cross promote button that actually allows the people that you want to work with, you can click a button and it'll actually send them a notification to their email that says you can send this to your list. And so, for example, if say if I've got 5,000 in my list and you have 5,000 in yours, and you say, I'd like to share my story with your database, and I check that story and say, yes, actually, that's relevant to my customers. I have a good relationship with you, and, that seems like something I'd like to share. Then if I say yes and tick the yes button, then that means that your story will go out to my database of 5,000, and you've just reached 5,000 people that you didn't know before. So, and if you've got a good referral relationship with someone and you choose to work together that way, then, it's a really great way to build your network. The other great story I read in there was about product teaming. So meaning that you team up with other people and you make a new product together based on your product and services that you can offer between you. And you can make a bundle of product or services together. And so the client wins because they get more of a range of reliable product or services that they can trust, and you get to promote the people that you're aligned with. And you can do a free version of this as well, where you create an incentive for people to be interested in you as well. So another thing that this book said was about networking for joint ventures. So instead of always going direct looking for your end client, it can be smarter to look for referral partners. I actually, in a place I used to work a few years ago, I learnt that they manufactured products for the health industry, and my manager at the time explained that the benefit of going to a sporting retail outlet and selling them that product once meant that they reached a whole range of customers that were coming into that store, as opposed to them going door knocking and saying, would you like to buy this repeatedly? It was much more efficient for them to go to that sporting store once and say, would you like to buy our product, and have them resell the product to thousands of people. So yeah, it's really good to start thinking about how you can leverage sharing your message and who has your same customers that you can align with, that adds benefit to both you and them and the customer. So this is an example of a profile in Local Smile. This is my business, Social Helpers, and Social Helpers is a virtual assistant service for helping to share your story online. So we provide the support time so that you can leverage your time and money and concentrate on the business development tasks that you need to do. So a Local Smile profile, a little bit like if you're in a popular online directory and they give you a page that has all your business promotion, you get that in Local Smile as well. And you get 4 key message panels. They can either be video or they can be image and text. And then the core foundation in this Local Smile system is about writing stories. So this is an example of when I was doing my BNI presentation, I wanted to send a message out to people to let them know that they could come along. And so this is my blog in Local Smile, and it's simply just uploading an image, making a heading. Ideally, you pick a heading that is what you'd like to rank for in Google as well. and then you write your content, put some links and call to actions in there as well. And then you just choose the section that you'd like it to go in on Local Smile, choose your keywords, choose your location, and then click publish. And that's how simple it is to do. So that's this section is showing that I've published my post and that I'm ready to start promoting it. So what promote means is that I get to tick that I'd like it to go on to Local Smile homepage in my area. I can choose the Facebook page that I want it to go to. And I can also choose to email it to my email database, and you can actually have this segmented. So if you write a story and you just want it to go to a particular group of people, you might have some that are only interested in a certain topic, or some that are customers, or some that are prospects. You can choose who you're sending it to. And then you'll see the cross promotion button. So I can choose to click on that and work with my referral partners to share my content as well. So this is an example of once I'd published that story, it went to the BNI Unity networking page. And so that's just an example of what it looked like on that page. And then I'm really excited about what I'm able to offer for groups of networks at the moment. This is actually what I put together for BNI Unity as part of that presentation. And it's what's called a network page. So it means that a group of people in Local Smile can be presented together, and they can all work together to refer each other. So this is their homepage of the network, and that's a video on explaining what BNI is as one of the first slides. And you'll notice that there's menu items that people can click on up the top there. This is another one of the slides showcasing some of the members. And this is some of the stories I put together about the members. So just finding out what they like about BNI and writing a story about that, so that we can start to gain some momentum in Google around BNI Unity, and so that it provides an opportunity to promote each of those brands as well. So you'll notice that I've used their business name in it, and I've mentioned BNI Unity, because what I want to do is start creating exposure for each business, but also for BNI Unity as a network. So it's really cool that all these stories can be presented together. So this is an example. If someone clicks on one of those stories, what they might see. So in this example, you can either use a video or an image in the blog. And in this case, I videoed Joe, and he's actually sharing some of his passion in that video. And so you see that there's a heading, the video, and then the content as well shown in there. And it's always good if you put a link to your website so that people know how to contact you as well. And it also drives traffic to your website. So this is on the homepage of the network. This is actually pulling in content from all those stories. So it actually highlights like little news items, what people are writing about, and so people can click on that as well. So this is an example. Within the network, there's business cards for each person in the group. So each person in the network gets to have their business name and logo, and their contact details and their key message. And then you'll notice that there's one there that's bigger than the others, the Visionary Accountants one. That's because Visionary Accountants have a full functioning marketing profile in Local Smile. So the businesses that you see there with the business cards, I've created those card listings for them. Visionary Accountants has access to all the marketing features of Local Smile because they've chosen to upgrade to a full profile. So this is an example. When someone clicks on a business card, this is if they click on my business card, it shows that stories that they've been writing, and it shows a little introduction about them. And then if someone's interested in more information, they can click to view their full profile as well. So within that network, it's showcasing all their activity, and then they can always go to their direct profile as well. So this is just another example. It can show a marketing call to action to join their list in there as well. And just be thinking about how you answer a customer's problems as to what story ideas you could write about, because the more content you can keep writing, it's showing people how you can help them, and it's like a little record of that online to draw people to you. So this is the offers section. So any offers that the group are running can be posted. And that's similar to if you've seen a lot of the deal sites where you can click to redeem an offer that's available for a limited time. It works just like that, except, you haven't got the rules that normally accompany those type of systems where they take a percentage of your offer. This is simply a place to show the offer and people can redeem it and you'll get to have them contact you. So this is actually the next version up from what's called a network is called a cluster. And this is like having your own mini version of Local Smile. So this is one that we're building at the moment for the Mayfield Business Network. And if you can imagine having, Local Smile is a really amazing system that's had a lot of money spent on it. And if you were to go and ask someone to, okay, I want you to develop me something like this, you would be looking at, tens of thousands of dollars. And so what Local Smile have done have created a way to give people, networks of people, the power that they have in their system, but their own branded version of it. So this is the Mayfield Business Network, where they can actually show just their members' content and have their own magazine, their own directory, and the power of the URL that's in Local Smile means that they get to benefit from not only the Local Smile system, but also the Google rankings that Local Smile are getting. And so for a group of people that want to create a centre of influence and want a powerful system to brand and get their community engaging in, then it's definitely worth looking at what's called a cluster. So a little more about social helpers, and the passion behind social helpers is getting people to do enough simple activities consistently that their message gets shared enough to build trust for people. So getting people to understand that if they have a social media account, they can't just post in it every now and again. They need to be able to provide value regularly for people to keep them interested and to keep their message having momentum. So we try to make that easier by providing the support services that people need. So, for example, you can have a social helper that works 30 minutes a day on your business, and they give you a full report of what they've achieved, and you can change the tasks that you have allocated to them based on what you're testing and measuring that you are finding to work for your business. So that's, sharing content in your social media, doing simple activities to promote your business online. And then we also have other support services to create that content. So we can supply a writer, which is a storyteller, a graphic helper to help you make your graphics for your social media posts. And we can also supply a video helper, which is someone that will help you make videos regularly to go in your posts as well. And the social helpers are trained in the Local Smile system as well as other popular systems. So if you want a Local Smile account but don't know how you're going to have the time to do the writing or anything like that, then you can actually have the social helper to help assist you in that process to make it easier. So here's some questions I've put together just to help people start thinking about what they could write about and how they could help the people they're connected to. So how many people are in your database? Or if you were to put a database together, how many people would you have the email addresses for? And how many people are in your social media connections? So for each social media platform, how many people are in your network and how many of those people are engaging with you at the moment? Name 5 referral partners or 5 people in your power team that refer to you and 5 people you currently refer to. And how can you give to them? What could they do to help you as well? Who are your best customers that you want to share your message with as raving fans, and how can you give to them? So what could you give away? How could they help you? And what do customers type into Google? So name 5 problems that customers have and how you answer them. What is the problem that your customers face that a referral partner answers as well? So if you do a few simple exercises with those questions, that will actually help you to start thinking about what content to write that you can share. So this is an example of what's called a tag page in Local Smile, and Google love these pages, and if you've got a Local Smile account, you can create one of these and we can custom brand it for you so that it's got your branding up the top. And what it means is that you can show a range of content, range of stories together. And it's very powerful if you are on a particular, if you say you write a series of 10 articles about the same topic, but they just got slightly different focuses on each story, you can showcase them together. And to a potential client who wants to see that you're an expert in an area, then that's really a great way to show them that. And also to provide a resource area where people can go to learn information that you're teaching them about. So this was the offer that I did for my BNI presentation, and it's available at the moment to people who either mention this video or were at the presentation. So a local smile profile is $4.99 setup, and that includes the putting the artwork together for you and the training session on how to use it. And it's just $49 a month to cover the hosting and system use. If you want to go ahead with this at the moment, there's a branded tag page like I just showed you, which would normally be $300 in the setup to have it custom branded. So that's a bonus that you can take advantage of at the moment. I feel like I'm doing a Danos ad, but anyway. And the network and clusters that I mentioned are really worthwhile if you're in a group of people that want to help each other, to talk to me about how you can use that to share your message online. And I also can do goal coaching and content strategy workshops just to help with getting momentum with your ideas and also being able to put the content together that creates that action for you. And as mentioned, the Social Helper service can help you in story writing and multimedia content creation. So a great referral for me is business networks or groups of business people working together that want to help promote each other online. Also writers and authors and people that have made their own product, or simply professionals that just want to share what they can do to help people online and generate more interest in their service as well. So thanks very much for your time. I realise I've shared a lot of information. I hope you've been able to gain some benefit from that. And if you'd like to contact me, I would love to talk to you more about how I can help you to promote yourself online.